Hi, Arms here, and today we're taking a look at T2D No Fate from Bitmap Bureau, published by Reef Entertainment. Now, this is a pretty cool one for me because it uses a pixelated, I would call it sort of a Genesis style art style, and amps it up quite a bit to create a platformer that is really cool. The gameplay is really what you would expect, and it's a lot of fun. Now, if you're familiar with Bitmap Bureau, then you know their other titles, Xenocrisis, which I hear is going to actually get a physical release for Xbox here through Amazon shortly. I couldn't wait to get my hands on Terminator 2D No Fates Collector's Edition. Originally, I had this ordered through the Reef Entertainment store, but Reef encouraged me to reorder it through Amazon, which led to quite a bit of delay actually getting my copy. I guess they ran out, and there was some delay in getting more copies. Now, before we get into the review, something I want to talk about here first. This is something I've heard other people who have reviewed the game on other platforms complain about. If you look at how the game was packaged, it was in an overbox like this with shrink wrap over the Day 1 Collector's Edition and the tin, as you can see here. This led to damage to wrinkling and kind of really bad box damage to these, boxes, because when you put that much pressure with shrink wrap on something, it tends to fold and bend and not look so great. If this is a first-party collector's edition, I think it should have had an overbox. It didn't. But what I would say to you is that the package looked like something that I got from GameStop in the early 90s when I bought a collector's edition, and it didn't have a professional overbox to it. Not that they ever said that there was going to be any, but it's just kind of an oversight at this price point, and I do think it isn't the best way to present your product. But that being said, let's move on to what we've got here with Terminator 2D No Fate Collector's Edition. Now, first of all, as I said, it comes with the Day 1 Collector's Edition version of the game. Now, that includes the physical version of the disc, the box, obviously, this really nice game manual and artwork, which I think is fantastic, and the token. Now, it also comes with a folded cloth poster, as you see here, that uses the box art. Now, I've had the poster hanging here for a while. The folds came out just fine. It is much better solution, I think, than what I've seen with these folded posters. It is still, it does have folds. You're going to have to deal with that if you're going to use it long term. Now, the collector's edition piece comes in this beautiful tin. Now, the first thing I want to point out about this tin is the detail that they went into labeling the tin. This is really nice. You've got full spine labeling of what is in this tin. So if I want to display this vertically on my shelves, it fits in just fine and it looks good. The detail to the tin is really nice. As you can see, it's got foam on the inside to protect everything, which is really cool. And what is the everything? Well, you get the steel book with the cover artwork, which I think is a really nice steel book, very well done. You get this art book and drawing book and some hints and some things about the game, but it is sealed by Cyberdyne Systems, and we're going to leave it sealed because we don't want to spoil any of your fun. You get this flip book. This flip book is kind of interesting. You can see the different artwork in real time of how the frame animation kind of works, which is really cool. And then you get this really nice paperweight. Very substantial, very cool. And you get it all in this nice collector's tin. And I gotta say, this is a nice package. I didn't like the way it was presented in the package that I received it in. However, the contents of the package are of high quality and definitely were worth waiting for. And I'm just over the moon about the steelbook. I think this is a really nice steelbook. Very well done, very cool looking. I'm really glad that they did issue the steelbook with this, and I do think that's part of what's really nice about this collector's tin. But I do think it's a good package overall, and I think, unfortunately, it's priced probably appropriately for what's included in it with the pricing structure that we have for collector's editions on Xbox these days. So that's the T2D No Fake Collector's Edition for Xbox. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Have you played it yet? What do you think of the game? I've got some really cool game footage on Marb's Plays, and if you want to buy it, I do have a link down in the description, and the channel gets a small commission should you choose to purchase it. My name is Marbs. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.